Coach, you've had a heck of a run the last 10 games, 7-3. Talk a little bit about what the catalyst has been for that 7-3 run.
You know, I tell you, just it's really team chemistry. I think our team has played well together. We've kind of loosened up and on road trips, and you know, those are all those games were on the road. And before we went on this 10 game road trip, we had not won a game on some tough conditions and you know, some tough fields and tough umpires and those types of things. But boy, these guys have just overcame it. And again, I think it's team chemistry. We've changed some position guys around, certain players, certain spots, and boy, they've rose to the occasion and they played real well. And man, we're proud of them.
Well, talking about catalyst, your pitching staff this past weekend did a heck of a job. Jared Slavin, Jamie Sexton, in shutting down West Alabama. Talk a little bit about them and their role that they've had in this winning streak.
Well, you know, both those guys we've been counting on all year, and but you know, the big thing was getting Slavin back. He had a hurt, you know, he pulled a muscle in his rib cage and was struggling there at that point, and so he was out for us for golly, almost over a month, and when he came back though, he came back strong. I mean, we put him out there and he's had 2 great outings for us, and at Lambeth he pitched really well. You know, came back and had a clutch win for us there, and then of course we just came off a huge loss at West Alabama, and the team was a little bit down, even though I think we had good spirits because we played well late in that game. But we came back and brought that momentum on, and Jared just went out there and, man, just pitched well. I mean, with a lot of heart and just competed and kept us in the ball game and gave us a chance to win. And when we won that game, that was a huge turnaround for us.
Now, Jamie Sexton had a great week last week. He pitched 2 innings against Montevallo, had 4 strikeouts, and then had 9 strikeouts on Sunday in relief against West Al. He seems to have come full circle. He started out well like that. Talk a little bit about his journey this year.
Well, you know, Jamie's a competitor. He works hard. He does what we ask him to do, and he goes out. He gets out there. He gets after it. And you know, it's just like a lot of freshmen. I mean, you can't have them just you can't expect them to step in and at the level we play and be able to every day have a great day. But he's hung in there and he pitched again in tough conditions. We're down 8-0, or I think it was 6-0 when he came in, and bases loaded, and they got a flare hit off of him, or a flare hit or two, and it made it 8-0 when he was in there. So we could have easily folded and gave up in that ball game, and him also with some adversity that he's had. But boy, he went in there and zoned in, felt it, and started hitting his spots. Did a great job hitting with his control, and all of a sudden our hitters started they started feeling, hey, we're going to hold them. We're going to hold them. If we just do a little bit, we got a shot, and that's what happened in that game. They grinded it out. We got a hit here, a hit there, some clutch hits, and some really good defensive plays, and Jamie did a great job holding it, so we had a shot at winning that ball game. But I can't say enough about what he did. I mean, that was probably one of the definitely the biggest win we've had all year. And as far as comeback and beating West Alabama too at their place, which has a great program, man, that was huge for this team to be able to do that. And that was chemistry and pulling together, the team being tight and pulling together, and everybody doing their job. And Jamie definitely did his.
Offensively, Stuart Drew and Andy Marinelli have really carried the team throughout the year. Talk a little bit about their contribution.
Well, those guys are so steady. They come every day to play. I mean, Stuart still hitting in the mid 400s and doing a great job at second base and you can just count on him every day. It's amazing how he can do that. I've been in coaching a long time and seeing performances out of some really good players. But the thing that Stuart does, I mean, every day he's a good player. You don't have a lot of ups and a lot of downs. He comes to play. He's a professional. He works hard at it. I mean, before practice, after practice, he's probably the hardest worker we got on this team, and it pays off for him. But he's just a really good player, and Andy the same way. I mean, Andy loves to play. He loves being here at West Georgia, and he plays hard every day. Whatever we ask him to do, he's going to do, and he's going to do it the best of his ability. And both those guys are keys for us right now.
Now, on a lighter note regarding Andy, he seems to have lost a little bit on his hair. He had gotten kind of shaggy. Was that a coaching decision? Were you kind of pulling a no sideburns type thing, or?
No, that was up to Andy. I mean, we do have some standards we go by, and and he might have needed a little trim. He didn't. It wasn't mandatory that he had to shave it or get it off there a lot. But that was up to him. He made that decision, and I think it's a little cooler for him, and it's a little less to manage during the day. So I think that's why he went that route.
All right, now we're coming down to the end of the season. You got Senior Day coming up this weekend. Talk a little bit about you got David Buchanan, you've got Nick Spronis that really stepped up for you here recently. Talk a little bit about the contribution the seniors have made.
Well, we got a good group of seniors. I mean, they're guys that have been here a while, and the couple of years, if they've been here 4 years, they look back and there's not been a lot of success, in winning, but I think they feel it right now. They're having some fun, and I think that's a key thing. And they're finishing off their senior year with a good memory. And guys like John Lees, I mean, he pitched well yesterday, and he pitched well the last time that we'd put him out there. I mean, he's doing a great job. And Nick Spiranis, which has basically been middle infielder, and we've put him at third, and he's done a tremendous job there, and just been solid every day, and of course David Buchanan Buck, our catcher, he's caught every game. I mean, he's caught every game at some point this year, and what a gamer he is, and he's swinging the bat real well. I think he got 4 hits yesterday, a couple of doubles, and you can count on him every day. He's just a quality young man, quality individual, and the other seniors we got are good guys too. But we're just excited that they're going to hopefully we can finish the season on a positive note, and we still got a shot. I mean, we still got a shot to get in the tournament. We got to play real well. We got a big mountain to climb, but I don't think a lot of people would say we could have won 7 out of 10 ball games in that road trip that we just went on, and boy, these guys just responded and did a great job, and so I'm looking forward to the last 2 weeks of the season.
Well, thanks, Coach. Good luck.